Hello, Warriors of Light, and welcome to my weekly podcast that covers different Final Fantasy XIV topics. This is my 15th podcast of 2025 and the 67th one in the series. So today, I will be splitting this podcast into two parts. For the first part, I will be commenting on one topic from the French Final Fantasy XIV Official General Forum, the new PvP changes, the return of the Borderland Ruins campaign, the ongoing Hatching Tide event, the Immerse Gamepack sale, and the new Spring Community Support campaign. For the second part of the podcast, I will cover the new additions to the Final Fantasy XIV tabletop role-playing game, the new graphical updates, the new Callback Campaign, the new artbook called The Art of Succession, Relics of Heritage released in Japan, and the next episode of the Unending Journey in Europe. Today is April 12, 2025. So, this year I will randomly pick general official forum topics in different languages and give gamers my thoughts on them. So, today, I will be commenting on a thread from the French forum titled FFXIV space TTRPG, or the abbreviation for the Final Fantasy XIV tabletop role-playing game that was created by a user named Lurcom. This thread was started in August of 2024 and goes over translating the Final Fantasy XIV tabletop role-playing game into French. So, this thread brings up an interesting point that the current Final Fantasy XIV tabletop role-playing game is only available in a few languages. I think it's a great proposal, but I think this topic needs a hashtag to gain more attention and views. Also, another poster by the name of Elizabeth is actively translating the game for tabletop role-playing enthusiasts, and also provided a Discord link. So, in closing this part, I highly recommend gamers to take a look at this French discussion, and tabletop role-playing enthusiasts visit the Discord link provided to meet other like-minded gamers. So, next, patch 7.2 brought a variety of changes to PvP. New PvP role actions were made available to Frontline, Rival Wings, and Wolves Den Pier. Each role has 3 new actions, and 1 may be selected for use. In addition, Series 8 was introduced and will continue until the release of patch 7.3. Like the previous series, gamers can earn series experience points and increase their series level by participating in any PvP duty. As gamers increase their series level, gamers will be able to obtain rewards, like the Feigning Fainting emote, Fields of Glory Framers kit, Clockwork Oppressor minion, Onsel Hakar Framers kit, and the Magitek Slasher mount. So, moving on to my next topic, the Borderland Ruins campaign has returned and is quite different from the original. Gamers can expect a slightly adjusted terrain and key locations, and personnel displacement panels have been added to teleport players to the Heliodrome when weaponry is deployed. In addition, the amount of tactical points awarded has been adjusted in accordance with the number of key locations occupied. Also, gamers standing near the flag of key locations will be buffed with the status Sheer Will, greatly increasing their damage dealt, and Interceptor Commander systems will now be deployed. These new systems will use Perimeter Cannon, and by absorbing this attack, gamers may increase their rating and gain tactical points for their team. I highly recommend gamers to participate in this campaign for the rare achievements and Series 8 experience points. Next, the Hatching Tide event is ongoing and will end on April 24th. To participate in this event, gamers must start a quest titled In Pursuit of Excellence by speaking to a character named Jilly Aliapa in Old Gradinia. Gamers must have a character at level 15. I highly recommend participating in this event because of the rare Archon Egg Parasol. So next, the Immerse Gamepack for Final Fantasy XIV is already on sale and will end on April 13th. Gamers can obtain a 30-day free trial of this add-on for the Windows version and experience the world of Final Fantasy XIV with immersive 360 spatial audio on headsets and earphones. This add-on was created closely with the official Final Fantasy XIV sound team to craft a spatial audio experience that delivers the best immersive sound. I highly recommend gamers try the 30-day free trial and experience this groundbreaking audio technology. So, the Spring Community Support campaign is in progress and split into 2 campaigns. During the first campaign, all free companies that create a public recruitment post on the Community Finder will be eligible to receive rare in-game items to share with their free company members. And during the second campaign, if you create a recruitment post and successfully create a free company, you can submit your information through the Community Finder to be submitted in a drawing where 100 players will be selected to receive additional rare in-game items. Gamers can find more details on the official Lodestone website. So now, we will take a small break and continue on to part 2 of this podcast in a few moments. Welcome back, Warriors of Light. So, for part 2 of this podcast, I will cover the new additions to the Final Fantasy XIV tabletop role-playing game, the new graphical updates, the new callback campaign, the new art book called The Art of Succession, Relics of Heritage, and the next episode of the Unending Journey in Europe. So, the Final Fantasy XIV tabletop role-playing game is already out, and gamers can pre-order new editions now. This tabletop role-playing game allows gamers to experience Eorzea from a whole new perspective. Gamers can step into the shoes of an heroic adventurer or assume the Game Master's mantle, and then cooperate to forge your own unique stories within the vast and exciting universe of Final Fantasy XIV. The new editions will be available in a scenario and Game Master guide, and provide gamers with game data and lore for over 130 types of monsters, as well as special rules including interactions with allied societies, weather mechanics, and more. It also provides helpful examples and informative cheat sheets for game masters looking to host their own exciting adventures. The guide also contains 3 new scenarios set in Heavensward, 11 encounters based on in-game fates, and battle data for creating especially challenging battle situations. In addition, the deluxe version will further include over 430 tokens to represent monsters and NPCs, and 8 illustrated battle maps to represent the terrain of different scenarios. I highly recommend gamers that love tabletop role-playing games to add this version to their collections. So, moving on to my next topic. Patch 7.2 also introduced new graphical updates. Shadow quality has been adjusted, and multiple light sources are now factored in when casting shadows, leading to improved shadow quality for characters and mounts in group pose and in certain cutscenes. In addition, model quality, texture resolution, and material qualities of faces have been greatly enhanced, and texture resolution and material qualities of gear have been refined. Gamers can visit the official Lodestone website to get further details. So, next, the Callback Campaign has already started and will end on May 9th. Gamers can invite back friends and free company members who are taking a break. Returning adventurers can qualify for up to 7 days of free playtime, and invitees can possibly receive special rewards if campaign requirements are met. Current gamers can select an offline character from their in-game friend list or free company member list, then select Invite Friend to return from the sub-command menu. Gamers can get further details on requirements and rewards from the official Lodestone website. Next, the art book titled The Art of Succession, Relics of Heritage is out now in Japan, and includes image art, characters, maps, dungeons, equipment, minions and mounts, and more. Gamers can enjoy a variety of art that depicts new adventures on the Tyrol continent. In addition, this new art book will include an item code for the wind-up Erenville minion. Gamers can find more information from the Japanese Square Enix store. Lastly, the next episode of the Unending Journeys will air on Thursday, April 17th, and gamers can join the European community team and tackle brand new challenges. This time, the community will be making their way through the cruiserweight tier of the Arcadian, before battling in the extreme version of the Queen's Knight in Recollection. Gamers are encouraged to put on their best glamour and join the community for screenshots at the Solution 9 Aetheryte Plaza on the Ragnarok server in the Chaos Data Center. And that's all I have for my 15th podcast for 2025. If you enjoy my podcasts, you can subscribe to my English podcast channels on YouTube and Rumble, and my Russian channels on Rutube and VKontakte. Also, you can follow me on X, formerly known as Twitter, under Dynamis Ryne. Each week, I try to answer comments and questions found on my channels through my weekly podcasts. Feel free to post on my social media platforms and subscribe. Thank you for watching. See you next time.